Howdy! I'm shooting this video from a different point of view. I'm actually on one of the side walls, and it's white. It's the only white wall in this room. All the other walls are red. So this is just a trial run. Probably not going to do this all that often because I'm really far away from the camera. But luckily I can do an adjustment so it looks like I'm closer than I am. Also, the sound is going to be a little different, but I think you'll be able to hear me. So I'm going to ask you a question. Are you one of those people who really works hard at trying to get something done and your efforts aren't working out the way you thought that they would, so you decide, you know what, this is never going to work, and you quit? I have been asked, why do I make YouTube videos? And I've been asked, why do I blog? The reason I've been asked that is because most of the people who ask me that don't do either one of these things. And their opinion is that you're never going to reach the level of those people who get hundreds of thousands of views or get tons of visits to your blog to read everything, and now you're going to make a whole lot of money and you're going to be famous and all that other kind of stuff. And that's true. This is something a lot of people are going to have difficulty coming to grips with, but most of us are not going to make a lot of money making videos or blogging. A lot of us aren't going to even get any real notoriety. Now, we may have a period of time where something good happens and we get just that little bit of activity, but within a week, month, way sooner than a year, you're going to be forgotten. I think I now have over 450 videos in total on this channel and my other channel combined. And I have, I think, 3 videos, maybe 4, that have over 1,000 views. One of the videos on this channel, I'm getting close to 30,000. And it's on a topic that I wrote on 2 years ago that you would have thought have died out. I never even saw that video getting any play whatsoever, but for whatever reason, people were drawn to that video. So I got tons of views on it. On my business channel, I did a video on something called a charge master. A charge master is a list of all the charges that hospitals put together so that if you go in for a lab test or an x-ray or whatever, all they have to do is check something off, put it in the computer. It's already got a price on it. It's got the codes on it that are needed to pass through to insurance companies to get paid. And there were no videos on YouTube at the time that I did it telling people what it was until I did it. So that one got something like 4,000 or 5,000 views. And the next couple, which were also on healthcare, got thousands of views. And you know how much money I have made on YouTube videos over all these years? I think I've made $10 or $11 total. That's it. I mean, really, you need hundreds of thousands of views on all of your videos to even think about making money. And that's to think about making money, because you make the money a lot of times by getting people to either watch those things all the way or clicking on those little Google ad things. Sorry about this. Because you know Google owns YouTube. That's how you make that kind of money. Now, if you're popular enough, you may get money because you get people who will sponsor you to make your content. Grace Helbig, for instance, she had people who sponsored her to do this so she could make a lot of money from that. You have other people like Phil DeFranco, who he has his own products, but he also, will promote other people and they pay him to do that. No one's going to be paying me to do anything. If you want to, however, I got information down below. Just contact me. Let me know your thoughts. I'll take your money as long as I get to talk about what I want to talk about. So, if I'm not going to make tons of money and I'm not going to get famous, why am I doing this? The reason I'm doing it is because if you don't do anything, you're definitely not going to get famous. You're definitely not going to make any money. Just because you haven't done it doesn't mean that it can't happen. And you have to do something. You have to try to do something. And you have to do more than just buy a lotto ticket. Which I do when it gets over $100 million. If you don't play, you can't win. But you have to do something. So what are you going to do? Well, You're going to probably set up a business. You may do what they call a side hustle. But how do you get to those people? You know, blogging is not a bad way to go. Blogging could lead to writing. It could lead to someone wanting to hire you to market for them. Maybe you blog and you get consulting gigs. I've gotten speaking engagements because of my business blog. So, you know, things can happen like that. Videos. I mean, videos, doing it from your house, you may not get the kind of bounce you need in order for people to look at you and say, hey, I want that person to come and speak to me. Although it does happen for some of those people. I mean, you know, I gotta face some facts. I'm 58 years old. I'm about as good looking as I'm going to get. So I'm not female who's gorgeous. No one is going to hire me for my looks. When I'm doing a video, the way I project to the audience is a lot different than when I'm in front of an audience. But I haven't had many opportunities to be filmed while being in front of an audience. It's just not the way it's been. I mean, last year, for instance, I did 3 live presentations and no one brought a camera. No one brought a camera. And I don't have a video camera. I have a webcam that sits on top of my monitor. So there's nothing showing me live with everyone else. So this is basically the way I can do it. It's a little different. It's harder to talk when I'm just sitting down because when I'm presenting, I get to walk around the room and look all over the place. Still, it's better than not having anything at all. That's really how I think about things. I could just basically go into the other room and maybe watch TV for the rest of my life and not try to produce anything and wonder what if. Or I can create videos, I can write blogs, I can, you know, answer the few people who come, and I can just give it a shot and try to be something more than what I am. I mean, at the very least, if I don't make it really, really famous, there's going to be something out there from me that at least some people are going to see or come across over the years, even if I pass away. Okay, it's going to happen one of these days, unfortunately. I don't think I can beat that. But I've got something that's out there. I've got something that's on my computer. And who knows? I could strike it big. I could be the next Zig Ziglar. Someone discovers me and say, you know what, that's the guy. That's the guy right there. I want him. I want to pay him. I want to hear what he has to say. If I don't put anything out there, no one's ever going to contact me. So that's my thought for you today. You know, a lot of people have fear. They're worried that people are going to laugh at them or people are going to hate on them. Who cares about those people? Some of the most famous people in history have been hated on and laughed at. So you're in the same position as a lot of them, only they didn't stop. They didn't quit. I haven't quit. I hope you haven't quit. If you haven't started, get started. And then don't quit. That's what I got to say. My name is Mitch Mitchell. Don't expect to see me sitting over here all that often. Going back to my red spot for my other videos unless I'm walking outside. And it's almost winter now. It's cold outside. So y'all won't see me do that probably until summer. I hope you have a wonderful week. And let me know what you think about what I've had to say here today. You take care.